Hey everybody, how's it going? Robert here again. Wanted to show you a quick homemade spaghetti using our Power Pressure Cooker XL. It's going to be a little bit of a process just getting things rocking and rolling. However, once we get going, you'll see how quick and easy this entire process is and how fast it's going to be. The time right now is 5 o'clock my time, so we'll see how long it takes until this from start to end. It's actually just about after about 5:10 at the latest. I don't know exactly. Anyways, we'll get started. But first, what I'm going to do is brown my sausage in the actual pressure cooker itself. I did, however, already brown some ground beef that's going to go in here. So that's the only thing that I did separate. Next will be the sausage, and that's going to be browned in the actual pot itself. Using some seasoning, we have our Lowry's seasoned salt, Costco or the Kirkland garlic powder, some Italian seasoning, some onion powder, some fresh garlic that I will chop up and throw in there as well with all the meat. And then for my sauce, I'll have the Kirkland organic tomato sauce, some mushrooms, olives, and dried onions, as well as some bay leaves. After we get it all cooking nice and dang it! Once we get this thing cooking and stewing and smelling really nice and amazing, I'll go ahead and throw my noodles in there. And of course, once we get to that part, I will have a little closer view of the pot itself and show you once we get to that point. Okay, so stay tuned, bear with me, and watch me as I get rocking and rolling. All right, so for now I got the sausage cooking in a warm pressure cooker. All I did was I hit my my soup setting, and what that does is it just gets the pressure cooker warming up. It's not actually pressurizing anything at this point, but the pot is getting nice and warm, so I can actually brown my meats in this pot. And you know, and then of course, once it's all said and done, I will drain the fat and then add my spaghetti sauce and all the other contents in there, and then the noodles at the end. So it's up to you guys how big or small you want your sausage chunks. I prefer them nice and large, bigger chunks, where I have the ground beef a little bit smaller. Both are great. If you want to add meatballs instead of sausage or instead of ground beef, that's entirely up to you as well. If you decide to do this recipe, well, then follow it to a T. Just do nice thick chunks of sausage. They do go a long way, but nonetheless, it's totally your preference. This is just my preference, and I like it a lot. So while that's in there cooking, I'm going to also season some of this sausage with the different spices that I had set out for my recipe. All right, guys, so we're back. I got my my meat all browned here, the sausage. I'm going to throw my ground beef in here, which has already been cooked and seasoned. Mix it around a little bit. And start throwing in my ingredients. I had about 5, maybe 6 small garlic cloves, fresh garlics that I minced up. And get those bad boys in there. Get in there. There we go. I don't want to mess with me. Shoot. All right. Now, let's go ahead and throw our sauce, right? Our organic tomato sauce. You can use any kind you want. If you're like Prego or Ragu, whatever, that's fine. The goal is it just needs to be some kind of sauce, something that's going to be liquidy, of course, and tomatoey. All right, we're making spaghetti, for goodness sake. So I'm going to do 3, and then I'll follow that up with some water after I'm done with all my some diced tomatoes, which also has a little bit of green chilies in it. That's optional, of course, but I like it. A couple cans of mushrooms. If you love mushrooms, you could do more. If you don't do any. Couple. So here's my favorite. I love whole pitted olives, not chopped up, not diced, but actual whole olives. That's one of my favorite toppings in my pasta. I love it, or my spaghetti. Mix it up. Make sure it's, it gets nice and coated. Real lovely. We're just about done as far as ingredients. And I mean, you can see how thick and chunky this is. And oh my goodness, look at that. Can't wait to dive into that. Okay, so I'm going to finish off with probably 3 cans of water. Maybe 2 cans, but probably 3 cans of this water here to make sure that we get it covered nice and pretty, because I'm going to be adding about a good size handful of noodles into my pot. And as soon as I do, I want to make sure I cover all the noodles with water. So I think probably first in order of operation, I'll probably crack my noodles. In fact, I'll do that right now. Just crack the noodles, get those guys in here so that I know more or less how much water I'm going to need. In fact, I'll put them this way so that I can cut these guys in half. I don't think they're going to fit this way. Yeah, so they won't fit. So here's my suggestion. Crack it towards your pot so anything that flakes out, it will flake into the pot. And then spin your noodles. Don't put them all in one spot, because then they will stick together, and we don't want that to happen. Well, first of all, the lid's going to be closed. We're not going to be able to manage those noodles while the lid's closed. So you want them to be in the pot, spun around, get some air in between them so that they can actually cook. Okay, so now we see how high our noodles are. And we'll know more or less how much water we need to add into this bad boy. So that's 1.5 actually. I meant to do the other can so I can get all of the sauce out of it. 2 cans, well, maybe 2.5. And now for number 3. Whew, looks like I'm going to need just a little bit more, but before I do that, I'm going to push my noodles down. I'm going to push them down because I don't want my sauce to be real liquidy. So if I can get these guys under some of that sauce and water here, that'll be ideal for me. Once we're done with this, I'll come back and show you where to go next. All right, guys, so now I have my noodles all in the pot. I got some water, again, I think it was 3.5 cans of water that I put in there. What I forgot to do is, and I'm glad I did because I can show you guys actually, I have a large can of diced tomatoes, which is perfect because the extra juice from those tomatoes are going to go sit right on top of those noodles. Yeah, that's right. That's right. The juice from the tomatoes will sit right on top of the noodles, which will help infuse some of that flavor from the tomatoes into the noodles. And guess, lo and behold, it covers my noodles, which is great because that's what I was looking for as far as the water to do. So that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go ahead and close my lid, get my timer set for, I could probably go 10 minutes, and this thing will be done. If it's not done for some reason, I'm just gonna let it slow release instead of the quick release, and let that slow release allow it to continue to cook. And this bad boy should be done in the next 15 minutes. Right now the time is 5:30, so this whole process took 30 minutes for me to get everything all set up, get everything in the ingredients put into the pot, including browning the sausage. It's quick, real quick. And then 10 minutes from now, after this guy pressurizes, I guess 10 minutes under pressure, it will then start to, or it'll be done. It'll pretty much be done. So I'll come back to you guys and show you the results after I'm ready to unveil it. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like my page, subscribe to it, and post your comments. I appreciate all your support, and please share the video all over the internet, everywhere you can think of. Just share this video like crazy. Anyways, take care, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Alright guys, hey, one more thing that I did forget to tell you. I use these dried minced onions, and I went ahead and put those into the pot of spaghetti along with a handful of bay leaves. Let's go ahead and pan down and take a look at what we got here. So some additional bay leaves, plenty of these minced onions. And again, it's to your liking, right? You may not like it, you may love it, and just use as much as you know, whatever you guys feel comfortable for yourself. A little more seasoned salt, it's not gonna hurt. I don't have a whole lot in there. And then some garlic. Just do one more layer before I grab my lid, put it on there, lock it in place, and line my carrots up, right? My 2 little carrots, and this bad boy is ready to go. So, once again, that should be it. We'll see you guys in about 10 or so minutes, and we'll see how we go. Thanks. All right, you guys, here we go. Moment of truth. My pressure cooker, all done depressurizing, and I expect this to be a little wet, a little soupy, so we'll see. You're gonna see it for the first time as I see it. Here we go. Ooh, not soupy at all, nice and thick. All right, that's how I like it. Let's mix this up. Oh gosh, it smells so good. All right, so it is a little liquidy, which is nice, but not soupy. And the bottom, of course, has some more liquid because I got to mix around all of the stuff from the bottom, get the meat up to the top, and mushrooms mix all around. Some of these noodles, as I was mentioning, you want to separate them and get them all mixed in there really well, otherwise they stick. And this is what I'm talking about. So like some of them are clumped up, but it's not bad. Because they are cooked, they just stuck. All right, so you just move them around, and they separate from one another, which is great. But there is no sticking in this pan or in this pot. It's good. Oh, this is so good, and it smells incredible. I probably should have taken all the bay leaves out when I started mixing it up because they were all at the top, but that's okay. I'm sure as we're eating it, it's gonna be incredible. Okay, so here's a good little chunk of the spaghetti noodles that did get stuck together, right? Hopefully you guys can see all that. But like, it's just as I push the wooden spoon into it, they separate real easy. All right, so they are cooked. They just gotta get separated because, of course, it's in the pressure cooker, right? I'm not manning this thing while it's cooking. I'm just letting it do its thing. It cooked for 10 minutes, or pressurized. It was cooked under pressure for 10 minutes, and then I just let it slow release. I left, went to the high school, did some stuff with my kids, did some running around, some errands and stuff, but came back. We are ready to eat. This is about 2 hours after I started, so this thing's just been sitting here kicking back, but it was done 10 minutes after I set it up to cook, or to pressurize. But there you go. Looks amazing. After I serve it up on a plate, I'll show you guys one more time, and then I'll end my video. I hope you guys like it. Hope this is wonderful. Please like my page, please subscribe, and share it. Share the heck out of this thing, and give me a thumbs up if you like it, okay? I appreciate you guys very much. Thanks so much for watching, and wait till I serve this up in a bowl. I'll talk to you soon. All right, so here's our end result. Beautiful bowl of spaghetti, sausage, olives, mushrooms, noodles, Smells amazing. One thing I gotta say is that it is a little tomato saucy as opposed to spaghetti saucy. So spice it up a little bit more with some Italian seasoning and some different seasonings that you have in your cupboard. But other than that, I mean, it does taste excellent. It's just it's not like the Prego or Ragu stuff seasoning that you might find out of a jar. It's all homemade. So I prefer a little bit more seasoning, Italian seasoning. But let me know what you guys think. Please like, subscribe, and share my video. Thanks so much. Talk to you soon.